If you haven't seen Baccano, you should leave, because I'm definitely going to spoil things. Claire Stanfield is one of my favorite anime characters of all time, and to tell you why, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite scenes in Baccano. The scene is in 1931 on the transcontinental train, the Flying Pussyfoot. There are a lot of moving parts on this train, as you know, but there are only two that matter for what I'm going to be talking about today. First, Lad Russo, an eccentric murderer that absolutely loves the game of murder. The other is Claire Stanfield, a murderer that travels constantly on these trains, offing people wherever he goes, so much that he's considered a legend. So what happens when you take an unstoppable force like Lad Russo and put him against an elusive rail tracer on a one-on-one fight on the top of a train? I know it wasn't really a one-on-one fight, but for the gist of the video, it might as well have been. Most anime would take these monstrously built-up characters and pit them against each other in a no-holds-barred death match. Two masters at murder, who comes up dead. But Baccano chooses not to do that, and instead chooses to show you how absolutely uneven this fight actually is. First, we learn that on top of his experience in murder, Claire also has circus experience that allows him to move like no normal person can. The second thing we learn is that he doesn't look at pity as weakness. He sees it as his biggest strength.
You're the type of guy who, when he sees a kid come and taunt him with the rock, will let the little bastard live just because you feel sorry for him. To think for a minute there, I was actually afraid of you. You're just a weakling who can't go all the way.
So what if I'd spare him?
Huh?
To my mind, it's the certainty in myself that I possess which allows me to have that kind of mercy or compassion. There's no wavering on that point. It's fixed like the stars. The fact is, I'm never gonna be killed. So remember this. Mercy and compassion are virtues that only the strong are privileged to possess. And I am strong.
And not how a self-righteous anti-hero would. How an absolutely insane person would. He sees that whatever choice he makes is willed into existence, and extrapolates the confidence of a god from that. Never worried about losing or dying because he doesn't believe it's possible. No, he knows it's impossible. His confidence is almost at the point of clairvoyance, no pun intended. I've never seen another anime character written quite like Claire, and I think it would be an impossible task for a show with a traditional way of storytelling to do that. The character is given room to be arrogant and to be right. Baccano doesn't ever push a moral standpoint onto you. It gives you all of the information to make a decision yourself and lets you see all the possible angles to be able to do that fairly. But it never pushes its own moral standpoint. So is Claire a delusional murderer that doesn't have a high ground to stand on? Or is he an unkillable god that controls the fate of existence? Either way, I think he's cool as fuck. See you later.